Right, guys. Now, I don't really talk too much about Blackshot. I don't really play the game too much. I spend much more time in Ironside. I don't really talk too much about Blackshot. But I recently came across this post here made on the Blackshot official website, and I wanted to just chime in and give my probably worthless opinion to some of you guys. Alright, so this type of post really aggravates me, and it aggravates me not to the point where I'm going to like super rage about it. I'm not going to super rage and swear and be all mad. There's no point. There's no point. I've actually got past the point now of seriously caring about the game, because this is something that has escalated for no reason. There was no reason for this to escalate, okay? There was actually no reason. It escalated because of, in my opinion, very poor decisions, in my opinion, very poor ways of handling the situation, very poor ways of actually dealing with the community, and the fact that people don't actually respect the game anymore. There is no respect for Blackshot. People do not care if they get banned, and they don't care about having a high rank account because it doesn't really mean anything, because not very many people are playing the game anyway. You know, it's not something you can go and say, you know, for example, in a game like League of Legends, you might have like a bunch of friends who play, and you can go, oh man, I got diamond this season, don't I look cool? And they can be like, yeah man, it's really awesome. If you go and say to someone that you're Grandmaster in Blackshot, they're going to say, what game's that? What's that? What's that game? I don't know what that game is. And this is one of the main problems. This is a problem, because no one actually respects the game anymore. And it's because the game has been run super poorly. It's been run so poorly. And it's got to the point now where we're actually seeing posts put up on the official website basically saying there are loads of hackers in the game, guys. Can you please make sure you report them? Guys, we know there are loads of hackers in the game. Please video record them and report them, guys. Please, 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 guys. It's got to the point where Vertigo and the GM team in Extension are basically begging the last remaining players in the game to go and report. They're begging you. They're begging you to actually clean up the game for them, because it's crazy. Now, I don't understand how hackers are escalating heavily in the game. I don't know why it's suddenly become a huge problem in the game with hackers, when they have what they consider to be one of the best anti-cheat engines. When they consider one of the best anti-cheat engines, because they've been through like 3 different engines or something now, and apparently this one's the best one. No, to be honest with you, in my opinion, I imagine this one's the cheapest. That's what I imagine. I imagine the reason why they're working with BattlEye is because it's the cheapest one. Now, do I blame them for cost cutting when the player base is so small? Not necessarily. The game is doing very well in the Asian markets, I imagine, still. In global, it's not doing well at all. Very few players care about the game anymore, and it's quite sad to see. It's honestly really sad to see. But the way that they monetize the game is so archaic. It is so old-fashioned. It's crazy stuff. Like, in like 2010 and stuff, items that were considered pay to win and things were like quite normal in free games. But that stuff does not work in games now. It does not work. When they introduced the revolution system, and they basically sat there and they said, hey guys, we've got the revolution system, it's going to be much better. It's going to be play to win and not pay to win, okay? When they introduced that, and they very first introduced it, and you could spend gold and get boxes with G36 neons and stuff like this in it, and it was looking okay. It was looking okay. And when they introduced the very first costumes, where you could buy the helmets and stuff and make a whole costume yourself, awesome. I was like, wow, if they release more costume sets like that, it's going to be so awesome for the game. because I will buy costume sets like that. I will buy cosmetics that make me look cool and stuff. That sort of stuff appeals to me, and that is the best way to monetize the game. But then they started adding the purple versions of weapons, which was the exact same weapon but with buff stats, and of course it was gems only. Okay, now they have tried to give you daily login bonuses where they give you like the newest gun to try out for one day, blah 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 blah. A little bit better, yeah, I admit it's a little bit better, okay, but they are still so heavily focused on the very small whales in the game, on the very small percentage of the players who actually spend a lot of money in the game, that they have just completely forgotten the majority of the player base. And this is a huge problem. Because when you stop caring for your player base stop caring for you. They stop caring about your game. When they see GMs inside the game who they may believe are abusing their power, they stop caring about the GMs. When they see their friends being banned with very little to no evidence, they will stop caring about the game. When you stop caring about something, you are more likely to cheat, to manipulate, to hack, whatever it may be. These people are more likely to do this stuff. Now, of course, there are always going to be people who cheat. It's just the way it is. It's stupid. It's really, really bad. But unfortunately, there will always be people who want to cheat because they feel like they need to have a 70% KD, or they need to have an X amount of headshots. Whatever it may be, there will always be cheaters. But you are now in such a bad situation that you are begging your players to report. You are asking the people who are actually playing your game, the people who are paying inside your game, who are giving you money, you are also asking them to work for you. That is what you are doing. You are saying to the players, turn on your recording software while you play our game, then make videos, then upload them, and then we will take a look at them. You're asking the player base to do what I would consider to be your job. It is not my job to police the game. It is not my job to go around and hunt for cheaters. Now, I was the idiot, as you can see on my channel. I was the type of idiot who spent a lot of time making videos, clips of people who I felt were cheating, and reporting them. What did I get for it? Fuck all. I got absolutely nothing for it. I didn't expect anything amazing. I even tried once to become part of the GM team because I was so desperate to help the situation. And it just seems to me like you finally, when the player base is tiny, especially on the global version of the game, when the player base is so small and people are quitting, you finally come along and you say to the very small amount of people who are left in the game, please report the hackers, because we want to block these hackers from the game forever and ever. Are you trolling? Because I am almost certain that your head GM, that the guy at the top of your game master pyramid, has been constantly saying to the player base, every time they get banned and they complain about it, his response has been, create a new account. So you want to now come ahead and say to me, actually, shit, we maybe should ban these people permanently. You want me to go, oh yeah, thank you for giving me that information. Oh, that's amazing. That's fucking fantastic. These players who hacked should have been put on either some form of strike system where they would get incremental increases in ban time on their account, or they should have been banned out and not being able to play the game. It is really that simple. If you want to give people multiple chances, the better way to do it, or in my opinion the best way to do it, would be to say, okay, you've just used a hack, 7-day ban. Okay, you've used a hack the second time, 30-day ban. You've used a hack another time, 90-day ban. Now, 90-day ban, if they haven't learned the lesson after having 3 months where they couldn't play the game, then they should be permanently banned. You should not have people in your team saying to these people, you've been banned. No problem though, bro. No problem. Just go and create a new account. Because what mindset does that put these cheaters in? It just says to these guys, if they ban me, I will just simply go and create a new account, because they've already told me. So I can just simply go and create a new account. And now, when your player base is almost fucking dead in the global version of the game, now all of a sudden you're like, okay guys, now we're going to take hackers seriously. Now we're going to actually permanently ban people and stop them from playing the game. After all this time, when you had such a good product to mold and to develop and to work with, after you released Revolution, which had a lot of stupid changes in, but looked like you were going to actually improve the game. Let me just go back to Revolution for my final point, okay? When you released the initial, like, Crimson Suits or whatever the fuck they're called inside the game, okay? I bought them instantly because I was super hyped to have cosmetics. When you released the bags and the bits and bobs like that, I bought them, okay? And now you are doing the exact same thing that you did on the old system. You are now basically saying, we're selling full skins again, guys. Hey guys, we're not selling cosmetics, we're actually selling straight up upgrades, guys. We're selling straight up upgrades. They give you boost to stats, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they do. And they also give you boost to income. Now, the boost to income part, not a problem. If you're going to sell stuff that's going to give you like experience boosts and stuff like that, I don't care about that. That's fine for me. Boost to stats, I don't like, because again, that is pay to win. If you pay for those stats, you are paying to get a bonus over people who cannot pay. That is pay to win. It's simple. If you are saying to somebody it's going to take you 30 plus hours to unlock tactical slots, but other people can pay 30-40 euros and do it instantly, that is pay to win. Because those guys are going to have an advantage because they could pay for this stuff. So you made such a big push for play to win, and then you just made it pay to win. And now you are shitting the bed because people are leaving the game in droves, and you have the most pitiful fucking player base of people who, the only people left in Blackshot here are the only people, okay, the only people left in Blackshot are the people who are addicted to pulling on the boxes all the time. That's one group of people, okay. The people who, the new boxes come out, they know these boxes have OP weapons in, they love to like spend 100-200 euros on them, pull the newest weapon, and then run around killing people with an OP gun and feeling good about themselves. Those people you have in there. The people who need pay to win to be good players. Those are some of the people you have in there. The other people that you have in there are the people who are locked into the game because they feel like they've spent so many years on the game and on their accounts and things like that. They almost feel like they have to play. Well, I have to play, don't I? Because I've spent 300-400 euros in this account. I've spent 2-3 years playing. I have to keep playing, otherwise it's going to be wasted. My account's going to be wasted. Your account doesn't get wasted. These people don't understand. You actually cut yourself off, and you actually put yourself in a much better situation. Like, I was legitimately getting really stressed out and really upset and frustrated with the game situation. And I'm so much better now because I'm out of that. So much better. So that's another group of people. The final group of people, which I feel sorry for the most, are the people who have low-end PCs. The people who are running the game on laptops, on very low spec PCs or very old PCs, and it's one of the few games that they can actually play and get some enjoyment out of. The type of people who unfortunately are locked in that situation, they can't play more modern games because they don't run well on the computers and things like that. Whether it's a poorer region or it's just genuine, generally just someone who has that situation. That is the final group of people, and for those people I actually feel sorry for them, because they come in and they play the game, like I said, because they would try to play CSGO and be getting like 20 FPS and they'd be crashing out the computer and stuff like that. Those people I feel sorry for. So honestly, I don't know when it will happen, but in the reasonably near future, I will make a video on Ironsight, and I will talk about Ironsight, because honestly, Ironsight does a lot of things right. Ironsight isn't perfect, but I've started playing that. I'm still trying to get used to it because the guns actually have recoil in that game, but I will be able to bring you hopefully some content. Now again, I don't like to make promises. I'm not that type of guy, because I just come and make a video whenever I feel like it. I don't have schedules and stuff. If I feel like making a video, I'll put it up for you. So I hope that you guys can have a nice day. Yeah, go and fucking enjoy yourselves.